In this video, I want to share with you the 5 things that will make you play better on your instrument than most other people. I have to tell you, it's just for people who want to become great on the instrument because you have to put in some work and some mental effort. Music has always a certain character. If it's dramatic, if it's something very delicate and light, or if it's comedic. There are so many nuances, and for example, soft is not the same per se as elegant. There can be a difference. Let's make an example. This is the second movement of Berlioz' Symphonie Fantastique. It's a dance. For me, it's extremely delicate. It's like in a Barbie movie, everything's pink, everything's perfect. You could play everything a bit comedic. It wouldn't be wrong technically, but it's like a teacher in school who told you that you missed the topic. It's not wrong, but you missed the point, you missed the right nuance. I actually don't like the word nuance because for me it has no ultimate meaning and it's kind of difficult to understand. I would rather try to hit the right character of something, the right emotion or the right picture because I'm a highly visual person. If you just focus on having the right character of music, the right temperature, I like the word temperature, you will definitely play better and you will make music that actually means something. This will get you already 80% of the character. I said it in a previous video and I'm saying it again. If you can do everything, every piece of information you find in your sheet music, you will get 80% of what you could get out of a piece, probably even more. Why? Because most composers had an intention for using specific articulation, specific tempi and dynamics. These things can and will help you to hit the character of a piece the right way, and they will serve as a map on which you can then move in your own will. To get to the destination, we have to accept the map as accurate, otherwise we won't know where to go. So we have to follow the rules of the sheet music, the written information. But maybe you want to take another way to get to the destination that the map hasn't applied to you. That's your part. That's the part of every individual that manifests itself in the music when being immersed in it. That's what makes how you play it unique. Have you ever hammered a nail in the wall with your eyes closed? It doesn't work very well, because you don't know where to hit. And if your ears are not open or not trained, you are also not going to notice the mistakes you're playing. I certainly don't have the best ears. I had pretty good grades in all university classes of ear training, but let's be honest, they were too easy. It was one of the first things my conducting teacher told me. I had 15 out of 15 points in the ear training audition, but he said that's not enough at all. And compared to a lot of Asian folks, I hear very bad. I don't know the best way to learn ear training, but I guess things that definitely will help are learning to sing intervals, play modern music like late romantics and early 20th century pieces, and also cadenzas on the piano, while listening very carefully to what you're actually playing. Phrasing is probably the most important thing, together with the character of the music, that is not implied through any sort of written information. What is phrasing? Phrasing are constant, very subtle dynamical changes. It's actually a pretty simple and obvious concept, but to make it organic, that's the dragon to slay. Let's take a musical phrase to make an example. This is Berlioz' Symphonie Fantastique, I talked about it earlier. Most of the time in a musical phrase, a phrase is a short part of music that makes sense in a musical manner. There's one note that is the loudest. We call it, you play to this one note. You make a slight crescendo to it and a decrescendo from it afterwards. Most of the time the note will be in the second half of the phrase and it will be the highest note. There can be more than one note to play to, but most of the time it just looks like this. Keep in mind, phrasing is technically not written in the music, but it's always there. You nearly always have to make it. When I was in high school, I had a great music teacher. I'm very thankful because he taught me basically everything about music theory that I needed to know to get into music university. I would even go so far to say that I basically haven't learned much new in university, which is kind of weird. But why is music theory so important? First of all, it's fascinating to understand why you like certain types of music and how music is made, generally speaking. And more important, it helps you to play pieces better. If you know everything about harmonies, it will be way easier to read, play and remember pieces. It will make you, and because of that the listener, understand the structure of the music better, and it will help you to play in a more musical manner. A pro tip: the dominant or suspension is often played louder or with more intensity than the other notes. But phrasing, so the horizontal, is usually more important than this rule. You have to take both into account and then make a decision on how to play. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment for the algorithm. If you felt you got some value, please take the 10 seconds to do this. Thank you for watching, and we see each other on the next one.